Hey you guys, before you go anywhere, I know the videos look a little bit long, but stick around. There's a couple rabbit trails, but I've got some serious stuff to talk about. I really want to talk about bullying with you guys. The situation got way worse with my daughter. I spoke to a friend of mine who works on a psych ward who has a 6-year-old who tried to kill herself. So keep going and hear this story. It is like insane what's going on in the world. So if there's bullying around you, please stand with me. Raw. Thanks for joining me. I'm looking just as crazy. So that last video I just did, I call that mixtape or something. I'll come up with the name. I sort of went off in different directions. Maybe I'll call it a rabbit trail. The main reason why I came to do a video today was to re-talk about bullying. So I privated the other video because I did it in my feelings, and feelings aren't facts, although I think it's a fact. But I used names and I shouldn't have done that. So please forgive me for that. My followers, I really shouldn't have done that. I was very upset and hurt for my child. Like I literally was crying and then really upset for my child. Well, turns out, even though I edited the name out, I've had to contact the mother because my daughter came home crying because, and the aftercare program under school, the adults said that this little particular 8-year-old was passing a note around that said my daughter had a fat ass. Disclaimer, there's going to be words from an 8-year-old, mind you, fat ass, and that she was a dum-dum. How a child says dum-dum and ASS in one note? I mean, dum-dum is more of an 8-year-old situation. ASS is like, take it outside kind of words, right? Look, I said this in my other video. I have a serious past. I also have potty mouth. You might have heard it in my videos. I haven't learned how to bleep them yet. But let me tell you something. My kids don't talk like that. They do not. No, ma'am. In fact, if I talk like that on my kids, language, mommy, language, they get very disgusted by it. All the way up to my 17-year-old who does not cuss. I think my husband's done a wonderful job raising them when I was being stupid. And I've always corrected myself, even when I was more of a closet user. But when I was in my addiction, I would correct myself. I wasn't belligerent, I guess you'd say. I was belligerent here, but I was not belligerent out here because I was trying to hide it, right? Anyway, so if you guys don't know me, I'm a recovering addict. So welcome to my channel. It's a big Shiza show. It's a big SHIT show. So I want to talk about bullying. Here's why. I really got an awakening last night. There's something on my floor and I really want to pick it up. I have OCD also. This is a channel where I'm really real with you guys. I am so my day job is an esthetician. My dream job and something I actually am is a working actress, whether it's commercials or I'm doing a feature film right now. My first one as a lead supporting actress. Super excited. I'm a wife. I'm a mommy. And I do model. Now, the reason why I do most of my videos without makeup is because as an esthetician, I want you guys to know, and as a model and as an actress, it's just not perfect. Never is. So that's very important for me to show that. I grew up between Germany and Los Angeles, California. I've been around the business. My husband is a retired NBA player. My dad was in the music business. So I've been around. I went on tour with Korn, Limp Bizkit, Britney Spears videos. I've done these things. So I just really want to show the reality of the non-perfection. I think it's really important. So the reality I want to talk about today, because we're already 3 minutes in, I don't like to have long videos. You might see a few, but I really don't. I lose interest in people. So what I want to talk about is the bullying. So this girl that I mentioned yesterday that I've edited out and will repost the video because this is serious. I think it's called B3 and they have this. I never know that men pictures. Like, I love that. It's kind of ghetto, but it really means like quit bullying, dude. And I kind of think it's interesting because bullies like come in threes, like, you know, like through like the third wheel or something. Maybe that's my conception of it. But anyway, so I talked to my friend last night, Destiny, who I've known since I'm a child. I said that joke in the last video, totally lame, whatever, she'll laugh though. And be praying for her because of her infertility, please. Y'all, I said that in the last video, but if you didn't watch it. She is a social worker and a nurse, and she works in a psych ward. She is now on the children's ward. Well, I didn't know this when we spoke last night. And I'm terrible about talking on the phone, but I do love talking to her because she's hysterical and she's seen it all. Well, I told her about the situation, and the main reason why I was able to call her back is I was really ripped up about this, and I knew that she would kind of know as a social worker. I knew that she would know what I'm talking about. She was like, girl, I'm on the kids' ward now. I have a 6-year-old that tried to kill herself because somebody called her fat. Oh my gosh, y'all. I was brokenhearted. So we talked for a while, and I get off the phone, and of course I'm worried in a frenzy because my daughter was just called a fat ass by another 8-year-old in a note that I saw. You know, this is serious. So I had to contact the mom. She never responded. Just gross, whatever. No words. They've been in my home. They've and I thought we're friends, but whatever. I guess some people just don't like to hear the truth. And I can be sort of abrupt and assertive, and I was, again, in my feelings. I probably should have said, hey, can we talk sometime? But I was just so upset, and I was just boiling that this child is doing this and trying to get other children to do this. So I was very, very upset. So then I hear this from my friend Destiny, that a 6-year-old tried to kill herself, right? So I go to my daughter. Now, listen, I don't condone the words my daughter used, but I do think that she had the right answer, and I cuddled her and hugged her and just swung her around and was so proud of her. I said, Lily, I just want to talk to you about something. When you get upset, like, you don't want to hurt yourself, do you? And it's really, you know, I want to be authentic with my children, and I want to tell them, you know, and I spoke to my friend who's a child, who works with children and who works in a psych ward, and like, can I talk to my daughter about this? Like, I feel really important, that I feel very strongly that it's important to be authentic and like serious with my children, and but appropriate, you know. And she said, absolutely. In this day and age, you just have to. So I said, Lillian, I just want to know something. Can you talk to mommy for a second? She said, yeah. And she's such a sweet girl. And I said, and you know, we all think our kids are sweet, but I mean, Lily's really sweet. She can be a little sassy. She's a sassafras. And what do they call it in Scotland? Sassafras. I'm watching that show, Outlander, not a promotion, but I love that show. Rabbit trail. Squirrel. So anyway, I said, Lily, can you tell mommy if, like, when these things are said about you, I know that you cry and you get really sad and stuff, but do you ever want to hurt yourself? She said, no, I would never hurt myself, mommy. You know I don't like pain. Okay, that was good. Thumbs up. And I said, okay, baby. Well, I want to tell you, remember, you're in Destiny I was just talking to. She's a doctor and she works with kids. She doesn't know the difference between nurse or doctor, so I wanted to sound really important, you know. Although, I'm telling you, her job, Destiny's job is very important as a nurse in a psych ward and a social worker. I mean, this is, it's crazy. And the things she's seen, you know, and with my background in mental illness and bipolar, I love talking to Destiny about these things because she truly understands what I'm going through, and I can talk to her about the medications I'm taking, and she's really good at, you know, letting me know, like, this or that. I'm one of those that likes to hear point of views. Like, I search YouTube and Google for, like, everything, right? Well, this was not something I was prepared to hear. I mean, if you want to hear something, y'all need to know my friend Destiny, because she's going to tell you. So she said, look, so I said, you remember Aunt Destiny, what she said? You know, I was talking to Destiny, and she's a doctor, and she works with kids, and And she said, yeah. And I said, well, she's got a 6-year-old that's at her doctor's hospital who hurt herself really bad because someone called her fat and ugly. And so this is my daughter's response. Well, she must have really, I said, no, they called her stupid and fat. She goes, well, she must have really thought she was stupid to do something so stupid. I said, well, don't use those words because that's bullying words. But I just got to hug you because that was the best answer ever. So I was really proud of that answer, but I'm still really upset about the bullying. I'm going to end this video because it's almost 10 minutes, but I hope you guys stick with me and subscribe. Leave comments below. Let me know if you're going through any of this, like if you have older children, younger children, how you handled it. I think that my video yesterday that I'm still going to repost, I think that it was definitely in feelings and really assertive. I think my text to the other girl's mom was like, I was mad. I was like, if my child was known as the school bully, I'd be horrified and embarrassed. I said that. And I probably shouldn't have said that. But I know this woman. She's been in my home. And so I kind of thought I was talking to somebody like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, we got a problem. She didn't respond. Nothing. So that's fine. You know, I don't really care. What I care about is my child not ever feeling like she's not good enough. So if you're raising a bully, quit it. And the signs really are simple. I mean, they're more than just sassafrasses. They're little jerks. Y'all know it. Okay? Okay, here's a good example. And it happened to be the same child. I was at the school lunch with my daughter. And so this girl's class was over here and my daughter's class was over here. I've encountered this child quite a bit. And since she's been really hurting my daughter's feelings after being best friends for a year and a half, and doing play dates and sleep. Like, I think my daughter's first sleepover was at their house. Like, this has really been a friend of hers, right? And then when my daughter was having trouble reading and had to be held back because of dyslexia, she just calls her stupid and like, it's just really, really mean and tells her friends not to like her anymore because she's not in their grade anymore or whatever. It's just really bad. Well, here's how you know the difference. And this woman who works in the lunchroom, I really like her. I won't say her name, but I really like her. And this is what happened. Let me just tell you. So there was a child who was walking down the aisle with their, I wouldn't call it a tray, but with their stuff in their hands, you know, and they dropped their drink and it spilled just a little, not a lot, just sort of opened, you know, like maybe a Gatorade or something. I don't know. It was like a Kool-Aid looking thing. And my daughter jumps up and before I start to get up and Lily jumps up and goes to help and the other girl starts laughing. So I went to the lunch. The one lunchwoman was next to me because she was about to go help as well. And I said, and there's your sign. There's the difference. And she said, oh, yeah, we have trouble with that one. So I would be horrified if my daughter was known as the bully. I would be so saddened by that she's hurting other people and other children, because you got to realize the day and age and the climate that we're in, and that there are children in psych wards at 6, 7, 8, 12. 3 years ago, it might have been 4 years ago now, a friend of mine, her husband taught guitar lessons, and their friend, who was a mutual friend of mine, their daughter killed herself. She was 12, and she killed herself because someone on Facebook put a comment on her under a picture of hers, said she was fat. She was 12. I had just seen her that Tuesday before because I was at my friend's house when her husband was teaching her guitar. She had the sweetest smile. I mean, she was half Hawaiian or Samoan. Beautiful, beautiful girl. She could sing and play guitar, was so talented, and she killed herself because someone said she was fat. And no one did anything. So my friend Destiny said, if this continues, you can press charges. And you know what? That might sound crazy to some, but this is the welfare of my child. Now, because my child answered my question of, well, our girl must have really thought she was stupid to do something stupid. I don't condone those words, and we talked about those words. However, that was the right answer. Not the right words, but the right answer. So, in that regard, I feel less worried. I'm not crying today like I was yesterday. It's in the video. I gotta be drinking this. This is it's my golden milk. I'll put the recipe below. It's for weight control. skin. Obviously, I've been slacking on it. Also got cacao in it, and MACA, which is for fertility and reduces stress. Cacao is the cocoa powder, original cocoa powder, unsweetened, not filtered, whatever. What is it called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll leave it in links below. Anyway, I warm it. You got to start really, really well with the powder, or else it clumps up. I warm it in almond milk with one or two. I'm trying to conceive, so just one black chai tea to give it a little spice. Add a little cayenne pepper, which ups your metabolism. A little TUMERIC because it's a bit bitter. Actually, a lot of TUMERIC. I like sugar. So probably 2 tablespoons. But a tablespoon of turmeric powder, a tablespoon of cacao, a teaspoon of MACA, which is the one for fertility and hormonal balance. I've only been doing it for about 5 weeks. So I will say last month, if you guys go about a month ago to my zits last month, way worse. So this is working. I just slacked a little bit. So anyway, I'll leave the link below to my romper that I'm wearing. You guys can go and get 35% off your entire order. And there's tons of sales right now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's got pockets. It's high-waisted. I like to wear it with a high-waisted belt. Just a little plug there. It's by Chanel Wavy, and again, you can use Brooklyn with an I 35 and get a percentage off. That'd be really cool, you guys. That would be awesome. I'm trying to set up some form of donation. Now I think I'm going to do it for bullying. It's called B3 Bullying, and their little sign is like this, which is kind of gangsta, you know. Listen to me. So that, but my thing is end childhood trafficking. Childhood men and girls and boys, not just women, girls. Now bullying and anything to do with children, homelessness, no water in Africa, cancer. God, my biggest fears. I pray for all. And Lord, I just, you know what, real quick, Lord, I just ask you to just lift up all those families that are dealing with homelessness, sick children, hungry children. Father, I ask you, fill their bellies, fill their hearts, and just fill their spirit up with your love, Father God. And I just ask for healing right now in the name of Jesus. I ask for, there's something out there that I ask for, just a major healing. Someone's going to get a report today that's just going to say cancer free. And I'm praying for that right now in Jesus' name. I don't know where that just came from. Well, it came from the Lord. I'm a Christian, by the way. Welcome to my channel. So this is Life is Raw. I'm going to go. I don't like to do these long videos. People won't even click on them. I might edit some out just so you'll click on it. Hey, you guys want to subscribe and hang out with me? That'd be cool. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Bye.